All right, y'all, here we go with another 3-star my bag episode. This one's going to be featuring the bag of DGV player Jay. So a little background here. Jay and his daughter Nora been watching my videos for a while. They reached out a couple months ago and asked if I could play a friendly round with them. We did that. I think we posted the round even on YouTube. Nora got a kick out of it. We've played a few friendlies ever since. Kind of stayed in touch with them a little bit. But Jay reached out to see if I could 3-star his bag as well as Nora's. So we're going to start with his bag. Nora's 9 years old, awesome DGV player. She does really well for only being 9 years old. So we'll do her bag next. But we'll start with Jay's, and he wanted me to do Enso. I know I've done Enso a few times, but I love doing it, and I think it's a popular request. Probably because it's a tough one, and you get an awesome reward by doing it. So let's take a look at Jay's bag to see what we're going to be using for Ikigai Enso. So here we go. He's got the Judge and the Hope, the Trust and the MD1, the Skip Sampo and the Felon. And then he's got the PD, the Windbreak. That's one of the PDs I don't have. I think all the utility bag I was able to match disc for disc. Not stamp for stamp, unfortunately, but I do have all the discs. No, we got them all. And then, but the PD, I didn't have the Windbreak PD. And I think that's it. Everything else I have. He's got that awesome Glide Skip Rive. As you see there, you got the old school Ballista Pro Glide Skip. He's got the Windbreak Glide Rive, the Windbreak Water Skip Gold, the Glide Sapphire, the Roll Sapphire, and then the PD. So as far as recommendations for Jay's bag, as far as the putter pouch, you guys know me, I like to have something a little more overstable in one of those. So I love the Harp. There's the Slammer. There's a few other options there. But those are too similar. I don't think the Judge is quite as long as the Hope. Not quite as straight, but very similar. Doesn't give you much versatility. So that's kind of my one little recommendation there. Mid-range, not a lot to add there. The Trust is an awesome disc, very similar to the Warship. The MD1, another awesome mid-range. Maybe consider Windbreak for one of those, but I like it just how it is. As far as the fairways, you got the Skip Sampo, which is an awesome disc. So many people are going to that fairway skip. Very comparable to the Skip Sapphire as far as versatility and what it's able to do. The Windbreak Felon, awesome disc. I love that disc in real life. It's one of my favorite discs in real life, but just isn't quite long enough for me for the game. Doesn't quite cover the distance that I want my fairways to cover, but still a great disc. I really like his the rest of his fairways, that combo between the Windbreak PD, the Roll Sapphire, the Glide Sapphire. I feel like between those three you can cover pretty much any shot you need to with a fairway, in addition to that Skip Sampo. So really like his collection of fairways. He hasn't paid for that extra slot, which I completely understand, especially with Nora playing. That's one of the things that's important as a parent. Sometimes it's easy to just want to purchase things in games like this to advance a lot easier, but it's good to teach kids you got to do it the hard way sometimes. So I definitely understand that. Not sure if that's why he hasn't got that extra slot, but very well could be. His distance driver section, that's probably where I think he has the most room for improvement. Probably don't need the Glide Skip Ballista Pro and Rive. You can pretty much cover any shot with the Glide Skip Rive. Definitely not harping on the Ballista Pro Glide Skip. It's an awesome disc and perfect for so many holes, but it's nothing you can't do with the Glide Skip Rive. And then the Glide Windbreak Rive, great disc. I just think, and then the Glide Water Skip, or the Windbreak Water Skip. I think for those two, maybe he hasn't got one yet, but the Light Glide Rive covers a ton of distance, more than any other disc in the game. So consider some sort of Light Glide distance driver, or something understable, a Paradigm or a Turn Glide Rive, something kind of a straight flying distance driver. And then for his water skip, I think you just want to get a Glide water skip just to maximize the distance you can get out of it and hit some of those shots that you really need more distance for, like Pioneer Bay 3, or even sometimes Lakeside 5. You need kind of maximum distance out of that water skip driver. Other than that, great bag. I'm excited to play some Enso with this bag, so let's see how we do. All right, so here we go. Ikigai Enso. You got to get 22 or better. Definitely not an easy one to do, but I've done it enough. And as long as I got a glide skip rive in the bag, I feel like I got a pretty good shot at getting it. And this is why it is a coveted layout or course to get. This glide roll rive is an awesome reward. And I think people are usually want to be bagging this disc to show that they accomplished it, since it's a tough one to accomplish. So it's one that you see in a lot of people's bags because they're proud of that accomplishment. So let's see if we can get Jay this awesome glide roll rive. We're going to start out, I think I'm going to go Ballista Pro on this first hole. I think it's a great disc. You don't always need the distance that the rive's going to get you. So we're just going to put a slide to the right, put a big anhyzer, try to miss this tree just to the left. Again, he doesn't have the turn glide or some sort of understable disc. That makes this hole a lot easier. Oh, look at that. We get a tap in with that Ballista Pro. Something understable makes this hole way easier than doing a big flex shot. So that's why I love having my turn glide rive for that hole. This hole, you guys have probably seen this line several times from me. This is glide skip rive. I kind of wish I had something with a little more stability for this shot, but it gets it. I usually get this eagle almost every time. Sometimes I'll hit that tree, or sometimes I'll make a mistake and miss to the left, but for the most part, that big flex shot makes this hole pretty easy. So we get the eagle there, start out back-to-back eagles, just what we want. Hole 3 is a little bit harder. If I don't get the eagle on 2 and I'm trying to 3-star this course, I definitely want to get the eagle on 3. If I got a great wind, I'll go for it. This one, I think we're going to go with the windbreak rive on a forehand and put a little hyzer. The worst miss here is not having it fade back enough, and you go down OB into the water. You try to keep it on this lower level just like that, but if you go up to the top, at least you're going to get a birdie. 148, so I'm not as good with the hope, but we're going to try this forehand. Basically what I do with the pure, but top chevron. The hope has a little more lift than the pure, so I'm going to aim a little lower than I would if I was throwing the pure. Put some hyzer on this. Stay down. Oh, it stays in. Nice. So we start out with back-to-back-to-back eagles. Hole 4, a little harder to get, but this line's been working really well for me. So glide skip rive, slide left, middle chevron on the base of that bridge on the left, and then we're going to try to just turn it back over, try to skip it before it gets that rock. This is a little too far right, but we got away with it and got a nice skip off that tree. So that's going to be in great position to get another eagle. We're going to go with the hope again. Doesn't fade as much as the pure, so I have to remember to throw it more straight at the basket. I kind of wish I would have learned with the hope instead of the pure. I think it's a little better to throw in, but sometimes that stability of the pure comes in handy, especially in the wind. So not trying to dog on the pure, but the hope is an awesome disc for throw-ins. This one, let's see, what do we want to do here? I think we're going to go the water skip route. He's got the windbreak water skip gold. Should be plenty. I'm going to try to just land it right in the water, right before the basket. And sometimes you get lucky, get the ace, not very often. It's not the easiest line to hit, but it's a funner line to take. And if you hit it just right, oh no, that was looking really good. Stop. Got a horrible bounce off that bank, but then we got lucky and that did not end up in the water. So let's see if we can get 5 straight eagles to start out Enso. Come on, hope, get down. Nice. So great start so far. Man, that'd be great if we finally got the -18 on this course. I don't think I've done it yet. I haven't put a lot of time trying, but let's see, what do we want to do here? Tempted to try the Felon, but I don't think it has the distance, and I don't want that fade with this huge wind. I wish I had my water skip Vandal. I think I might. All right, let's see here. I think I'm going to switch down to the PD. He has the windbreak. This is the water skip. I'm not trying to water skip it. I'm just trying to need to make sure I put enough ante on this big tailwind. Oh, I did not turn it enough. Should be fine right into the wall, but not as close as I would have liked. So this is going to be a tough shot. What are we? Only 100 out. We should be able to get this. 98 downhill into a big headwind. So got to be real careful on this. It could soar pretty easy. Throw it about 60 power. Yikes. Gosh, man, I forget. The Hope just has so much lift on it compared to the Pure. So our first birdie, that's a bummer, but at least it didn't go in the water. This is another line. Used to dread this hole, but ever since switching to this line, it's so much easier. Slide left and skip just before that. Oh, this looks good. Nice little kiss off the rock there. 60 feet out or so, 56 feet. A little challenging here with this big. Oh no, those missed it to the left. So slippery on the side there. Dang it. There's 2 eagles I should have got. Man, had such a good round going, but we still should be able to get the 3-star. This wind, I think I'm going to go forehand here with the glide skip. I just want to miss this tree, kind of hit this gap here on a forehand. Oh no, no, that was going to be so good too. That's like the only time I go forehand is in that wind there, and that just barely turned it a tad too much and it hit that tree early. Otherwise that would have, barring a good skip, that would have been in great position for another eagle. That was kind of a weird ground play there. But we get another birdie. So we started off awesome. See if we can at least finish with an eagle. See what the wind's doing on 9. All right, so we're going to go glide skip, slide left, middle chevron, kind of just above that darkest tree, the red tree there, whatever, orange, whatever color that is. Put some hyzer on it, get a nice skip, don't flip up and roll. Nice. All right, what do we got? 108 feet. Let's finish with a solid shot here. Gotta play the downhill drop. Nice. So we finished with the eagle. Didn't beat my record. We were on good pace too, but we end with the 21 minus 15. So we get that 3-star and hopefully give Jay and Nora some good Enso lines. But there you go, guys. Good luck, Jay, getting that 3-star on Enso, getting that awesome glide roll rive. And after this, we're going to do Nora's. Again, hope you guys enjoy this series. If you want me to 3-star your bag, then hit me up in a comment and somehow send me a picture of your bag and let me know what course you want to do, and we will knock it out. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate all the support, and thanks for watching me play some DGV.